What's going on, guys? Vista here, and welcome to my gaming room. But that's not why we're here today. Today I want to talk to you about in-game communication. Haven't seen a lot of videos on YouTube about this, so figured why not make one. Now, let me just say, I'm not a professional competitive gamer, I'm not an electronics expert, so I can't get too in-depth with you. But what I can tell you is what's worked for me. So, take it for what it is, and we'll go on from there. So, let's talk about software. There's a lot of things out there. TeamSpeak, I know Razer has one. I personally use Skype. It's worked extremely well for me and the guys I've played with. Simple, free, works as long as you have a really good internet connection, works really well. You can use a smartphone, tablet, laptop, or your PC, and they all work just as well. Now, for me, when I play on console, I actually use my iPhone or smartphone. That works extremely well. Downside to that one is with the smartphone, I can't add people to the call. I can only call in to one person. So, if you have a large group of people, you actually need one person at least to have a laptop that can add everybody to the call. Otherwise, it's not doing you much good. No other real issues. Every once in a while, it will crash out, but just a matter of reconnecting the call. So, moving on to equipment. I started with these Turtle Beach P11s. They're for the console, specifically PS3. They work extremely well. They're stereo headphones, so you don't have the benefits of surround sound. But it does have independent controls for the in-game audio and your chat audio. The downside is there's no way to connect this to your smartphone or your laptop or anything like that I'm aware of. I'm sure somebody else could do it, but like I said, not an expert. So actually what I would do is I would connect with a regular set of earbuds into my smartphone with the Skype call and run it in my ear underneath the headphone. Worked really well. That left side was a little bit drowned out for the in-game audio, but it got me through. Worked really well. I could talk to the guys, they could hear me, I could hear them. So anyways, as I moved up in the world and decided to spend a little bit more, I moved up to the Turtle Beach XP7s. Now these are absolutely awesome. They got this controller here which has all kinds of little gadgets and buttons and different ways to mix your audio. You can actually go into your PC and change the levels that you want, but they work great. Awesome. 5.1 surround sound. Could hear anybody creeping up behind me. Absolutely perfect. Built-in mic. Worked really well. Now, what was really cool about this is now I could take this cord here and plug it into my smartphone. So I didn't have to use the speakerphone or anything like that for the guys to hear me. It actually played through my in-game mic, went through there, and I could hear them through both speakers. And with the different settings, I could boost up the chat so I could hear them over the in-game audio, or I could tone it down, do whatever I wanted. Lot of options with this particular headset. A little pricey, but for me, if you're serious about gaming, it was definitely worth it. But here within the last few months, I actually moved to PC. So these two particular headphones were geared towards console. Didn't really work. The XP7s I could actually use, but it was USB and I lost the surround sound capabilities. But I still had the in-game mic for chat and things like that. So I decided to go ahead and upgrade those and get a particular one that's geared just for PC, and I went to these Razer Timets. These are absolutely awesome. 7.1 surround sound, built-in mic that actually it folds up, pulls out here when I'm not using. If I'm just gaming solo, I can close it up, don't have that mic in front of me. Really awesome. I actually use it for recording my in-game commentaries. So really clean. The audio is just excellent on them. The 7.1 just sweet. Anybody sneaking around you, particularly for vehicles. You can tell what angle they're driving away from you, coming towards you, everything like that. Absolutely awesome for Battlefield. So if you got the cash, I would definitely recommend these. They also have a controller. I don't know if you can see it back there, but it does all the same stuff as the, well, real similar to the XP7. You can adjust the independent levels, things like that. So definitely recommend these for PC use. Really cool. So anyways, what we'll do from here is we'll go ahead and move in-game, and we'll talk about the communication aspects of that, how to use it, when to use it, what type of things to say, things like that. So I'll catch you guys in-game. Okay guys, now that we're back in game, I got Corvec here to help me out.
How's it going, guys?
Alright, so let's break down the communication that you're going to use with your team. Basically break it down into 3 parts: sending, receiving, and confirmation. The first part, sending, is going to be, you're going to need to call out anything that you see. Calling out enemies, you're also going to communicate orders, or any type of verbal comms at all. The second part is going to be receiving the information. You need to actively be listening to your team. That means not getting tunnel vision, ignoring orders, things like that. You got to listen to all the comms that are going on. And the last part is confirmation. Essentially what that means is if a teammate talks to you, you need to let him know that you heard him. You can simply give a roger, repeat what they said, anything like that that's going to let that guy know. If he doesn't know that you heard him, that's going to cause him to have to stop, look at his mini-map, see if you're doing what he asked you to do, something like that. You're essentially wasting his time. If you give him a quick roger or a moving left, he automatically knows that you're doing what he said and that you heard him, and you're moving on. So from there, guys, let's go ahead and give you a little demonstration of what exactly we're talking about. So go ahead and pay attention to, what we're saying back and forth to each other and how we're moving. So let's go ahead and move out.
All right, let's stack up over at the door and move out into the hallway.
Roger, stacking up at the door.
Roger. All right, I got left.
Okay, Roger, covering right.
All right, moving in.
Roger.
All right, clear.
Okay, moving up.
Move up.
Covering left.
All right, covering right. All right, let's move up.
Roger, moving up.
All right, covering.
All right, in position.
All right, moving up. All right, covering.
Roger, moving up. And covering.
Copy, moving in. All right, in position.
Okay, guys, and that's basically it right there. You hear when Corvec said something, I repeated it back to him or in some way confirmed. I'm actively listening. Is he moving up? Should I cover him? What side is he covering? Just try to basically work together as a team and using that communication as a, just something to boost you up, and it will greatly improve it. So let's go ahead and move on to another section here. Okay guys, let's get into what type of communications to use. The most prominent one that you're going to use is calling out contacts. Now, you could simply call out contact to the left, contact to the rear, right, things like that. But that's not really going to help your team as much. What I propose you use is compass headings. And if you look down to the bottom left of your screen, you'll see the compass at the bottom of your mini-map. That's a really effective tool for calling out contacts. No matter what, on everybody's map, it's going to be the same south. So like right now, we can see Corvec up here. If he's the enemy contact, I can call out contact south. Now, if he was also my team member and facing the other direction, he automatically knows which direction to face, south. If I called out right, that may not be his right. Another thing you're also going to want to cover with communication is moving. You have to let your team know when you're moving so they can cover you. You also have to be listening to know when they're moving so you can stop and cover them. That's going to be one of the biggest things to improve your game. If you constantly calling out, hey, I'm circling right or circling left, that lets your guys know to cover an opposite direction. The last thing you also want to cover is reloading. It's kind of crucial. If you don't have your gun in the game, you're not any use to the team. So the lane that you're covering is essentially down and open to the enemy. If you let your team know, hey, I'm reloading, they can now turn, cover your lane,
and help out the team a lot more. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and show you what covering a reload looks like and how that's communicated. So if we move it up here, we were engaged in a contact up here on the bridge. Essentially what it would look like is if I came out and I'm dumping my mag and I run out, okay, I'm reloading.
Copy. Cover.
And so Corvec heard my information. He repeated back.
Reloading.
He took up fire, taking up fire. And now that enemy has constant fire on him. If we weren't communicating, that wouldn't happen. Reloading.
Copy. Back in it.
So essentially, guys, that's what it is. It's just giving your team a back and forth, sending, receiving information, and letting the guys know that you heard them. So I hope this helps you with your game. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments if it's helped you, if you have any suggestions. And definitely we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.